you sort of said, it's a long time since we played that way on and off the ball. They remembered what they need to do. And then you obviously got knocked out 4-3 by Al Hilal the next game. Was that just, one of those games, the Al Hilal, or had they forgotten a little bit what they'd done against Juventus? The reason why I'm asking is that's only 2 competitive games ago, so I'm wondering what you're thinking about the progress.
Listen, sometimes when you win a game, there is a particular reason for your behavior and the behavior of the opponent. And in Al Hilal, we didn't control the transitions because it was 3 new players that we didn't talk much, or we didn't anticipate that could happen in that game. That's what you have to do. But it was a good lesson. Unfortunately, it's the World Cup. When you have to the lesson, you had the lesson at home. And in Premier League, you learn the lesson. In 3 days, you have another game. That was a little bit pity because but it was a really good thing against Al Hilal as well. So I think we do it. But involves many things that I like it, and our journey. The most important is our journey is really, really good. So I feel a good vibe. I feel we have the perfect portion of energy and wise to the way you have to play, and we are ready to game by game. That is our pre-season before Wolves, now this week, and after Spurs. Before Brighton and before international break is our pre-season, and we are completely a machine to concepts to why you have to do this, how you have to do that. But after the teams who play in Europe, as international break is 3 days for this, 3 days for that during 11 months. So that is our time, and we see what happens. We have bad moments, but as much we will fit and have this spirit, will be an uncomfortable team for the opponents. It is what we were in the past, not just in terms of the place, in terms of energy and passion and desire and love and joy and sadness when you lose. If we can come back with that, we'll be an uncomfortable team for the rest.
Pep, just going back to what Jamie was talking about with the Al Hilal game and the transitions and things like that, Jamie Carragher did quite a lot of analysis on your back line after the Wolves game earlier in the week. So obviously you've played a high line throughout your time here, but he seems to be suggesting that you were actively trying to catch Wolves offside quite high up the pitch. Is that a fair reflection?
We have done it in 9 years.
But I think what he was saying was it's probably even riskier the way you want to do it this year.
Maybe. We'll see. Maybe, I don't know. We try to, always we do that, decide to reduce the risk and to be more effective in our pressing and be effective with risk, yes. You have to read when you have to be hold, you have to be drop, and we'll see. If we win 0-4, it's less risk. If we lose 4-0, it will be so risk. So we will see. But to be the first game in few games in the preseason, because we don't have, I prioritize the rest of the World Cup, and especially training here, training, because during the season you play games and you don't train, and I prefer train now to then play games and travels and so on, that you spend time traveling and fatigue, and after you cannot train. We prioritize that, but of course, and it was not perfect game, of course, but for the first game, it was, I was good. I would sign every first game in the season away, winning 0-4. They have a chance, but we had as well more, and many things that we talk. They try to apply and try to convince them, not because we say you have to do that, why do you feel, when you do that, you feel comfortable, we are a better team, we are more uncomfortable team, we are more precise team, and this is the reason why.
You were talking about Rodri before, how you sort of want consistency. Does it help having someone like Nico González, that is out, because he looked like he had quite a good game at Wolves at the weekend? Does it help having him where you just know you can drop him into that position, and it gives Rodri a little bit more time to get himself up to speed?
Rodri is desperate to play like all of them. If you see how hungry they are, all of them, to play in the beginning of the season, so everyone wanna be involved. There's no doubt. And Rodri is desperate after 1 year. The year before the injury against Arsenal, so play 70, I don't know how many games. Brad said to me, I have mental fatigue. I'm so tired. It's normal, but now it's fresh. I want to play desperately. I want to, but we bring Nico with Kova to make a little bit that role, and Rodri was absent. And when they're consistent, it's like we want, maybe it's going to happen because nobody knows, the amount of minutes, the amount of time, but we want to be consistent training games, and because I had the feeling, play 90 minutes, in 3 days 90 minutes, 3 minutes, we will not be consistent, we'll be back again. And we want to be sure that can help us in a moment, in the meantime. So, of course, Coach TG can play there, but TG is having special quality to smell the goal in the box and the runners, and we don't want to lose that potential. And Nico is a young player with it. The guys are so nice, like Nico, for example, like I know Kusa, must be help. It must be help 100%. He's so generous with the team and always, always been positive. And I'm really, really pleased again he played Nico against Wolves because it's not easy. And he has a special quality that you need for the incredible amount of talent up front, like Phil, like Ryan, like Bernie, like Jeremy's, like Omar. Have a player like can sustain that position is so important for us. And he's young, want to learn, and for a long time, it can help us. Because no player, I had the feeling right now, no player can play every 2 days during 11 months. So I think it's impossible from my point of view. Maybe I'm wrong. Some players can play more, but the other players cannot play every 2 days. Impossible.